Did you know Chewbacca is actually a large breed of dog? Did you know Chinese is the world's most spoken language? And did you know that Doctor Who has more than 10 episodes? Well, those aren't fan theories. No, that's just more like trivia. I think I made one of them up. But hey, if I were to make an ongoing web series about fan theories on the internet, I'd want to collect 4 of the weirdest, brightest, strangest, and most creative fan theories on the internet. Oh, that's what I do in this series. Whether it's predicting future events, recontextualizing existing media, or just making an entirely new piece of art in itself, fan theories are pretty goddamn insane. Here's 4 more of the craziest out there. Number 1, Dumbledore is Ron. Just throw that out there. Dumbledore, from the famous Harry Potter series, is also Ronald Weasley. This is an ancient idea, released before the books had even finished. The concept is this: the time-travelling, mysterious Dumbledore actually went to school with Harry Potter. Now, I understand the instant reaction to this is dismissal, skepticism. Hear me out. If you'll humour me, there's actually a number of similarities between their book versions. They're both described as tall and thin, with long, narrow noses, a particular love for sweets, and Dumbledore was apparently a redhead in his youth. Just a weird detail. Weird coincidence, huh? Keep going. Dumbledore has a scar on his left leg, the same place Ron injures himself in Book 3. And then there's the fact that these two share almost no contact throughout their entire time in the series. I'm avoiding the wizard paradox! Yes! And when you factor in the idea that Dumbledore knows everything, seeming to be an omniscient force over Hogwarts and Harry's years there, almost like he'd experienced them before. And suddenly, there's more than just a small coincidence, there are many massive ones. Do I believe this fan theory myself? No, although that does not give J.K. Rowling grounds to just deny it. This is a false theory. In my mind, in my vision of my wizarding world of Harry Potter, I did not intend this. Sorry, JK, you don't get to decide that this time. That's not what fan theories are about. The fact that a very avid fan went through the books, found these details, and could not be disproven, validifies this as a solid reading. Given the words on the page, that is an interpretation, and an author does not get say over that. Now, I'm not a massive Potterhead. I'm only just now reading Goblet of Fire. But to my knowledge, there is nothing in these books that directly disputes that. This is what this person has taken away from her books, and it's arguably more interesting. Let's not pretend like this series doesn't have established time travel. That was a weird addition to the world in Book 3, and to the earliest of online fan forums, of course that could have been important. I think this was a good theory in 2005, and I think it's a good theory now. You could reread the books with this in mind, but it doesn't really bring much more to the series. So the death of the author commands me to give this a 3. Fuck you, Rowling. Fiction isn't objective. Theory number 2.
The Grand Pokemon War!
Yeah, that's right, Pikachu had PTSD all along. God, we're doing some ancient internet ideas today. This one posits that the Pokemon world, Kanto, Red and Blue, is a world that has recently recovered from a grand war. We know this because there are soldiers. Lieutenant Surge seems to be maybe one of the only surviving soldiers. Electric Pokemon saved me during the war. What war is that, buddy? Bit of an intense idea for a kids game, but do remember this is the one that had the Pokemon graveyard and Team Rocket murdering Cubone's mother. If any of the games were to have war themes, it'd be these two. It would explain why there's a distinct lack of adults in the region. After all, you have no father. Your rival is an orphan. Now I think about it, you are the man of your house. And if you want to go out into the world and earn a living, who's going to stop you? You, Mum? You're going to stop me? Now that's either gross negligence or a post-war Kanto, which actually sounds very silly to say out loud. And I'd like to go on further, but that's kind of as far as the theory stretches. It's more a concept than a theory. It's an extended creepypasta, is what it is. I'm not sure quite how civilized the Pokemon world even is, because I do not think for 1 second this world has been thought or fleshed out. There isn't even a world government. The police force just exists sporadically, battling youngsters for no good reason, with Growleafs. This doesn't seem like the first generation of peacetime. This seems like a world where everybody has always been happy all the time. And Lieutenant Surge shouting about some war? Yeah, he's just one of the crazies. We've completely soft reset that. It's just one of those weird, early ideas that we'll just ignore forever. Like cloning. Or Farfetch'd. The only powerful body of authority seems to be the champion and the Elite Four. Maybe a couple gym leaders, if they feel like it. Which actually makes me think, sub-theory, Pokemon takes place in a feudal world. Feudal era Japan with cuddly monster friends. Oh, Save Japan theory. That's like constant war. Pokemon shouldn't kill other Pokemon. Did you guys learn nothing? We could try, brother, my brother. I think I'll give my own fan theory a 5 out of 5 because I'm a facetious bastard. Next one. There was a mysterious figure masterminding the future of the Naruto series. Yeah, not that one. Not him either. Nope. I'm actually talking about Hiyashi Hyuga, father of Hinata. Yeah, that guy. By the time the late Shippuden era approached, the Hyuga clan kind of have to deem themselves irrelevant. As far as clans go, you guys ain't players. Neji. The next generation are simply getting too strong. They've got demigods, Jinchuriki. How can we ensure that our bloodline, our clan, stays strong? Well, maybe by marrying into it. Naruto fan theory coming up. This one was made in 2014 by this Reddit user who has actually presented evidence. Oh my god. I'll try to summarize. The theory is this. Hayashi, irrelevant C-list character, intentionally shipped Naruto and Hinata together to provide the Hyuga clan with godchildren. If there's one thing clans in the Narutoverse love, it's talking about genetics and DNA. They love their lineage. Just as planned. This was a shipping joke that got way out of hand. But again, kudos to this guy for figuring out a timeline where he's made Hiyashi Hyuga, Hinata's dad, the main character of the Naruto series. That takes effort, and one day, I'll read this theory. Hiyashi is Cupid. It definitely changes the reason Neji dies for their relationship. Sticking to the plan till the end. What a good boy. The Hyuga are once again the strongest clan in the Leaf. I think that deserves it. No, it does. That deserves a round of applause. Please don't ever take this one seriously, but it is a 4 out of 5, just so you know. And number 4, Jack Dawson from Titanic is a time traveler. Alright, these are getting out of hand now. I swear to God, if this BuzzFeed wannabe article convinces me that Leonardo DiCaprio's character from the motion hit picture Titanic is a fucking time traveler, I will shit. Jack Dawson supposedly states, well, when I was a boy, I'd go fishing at Lake Wissota. Lake Wissota is a man-made lake that was built 5 years after the Titanic sunk. We'll ride the roller coaster at the Great Santa Monica Pier. Very romantic, except there was no roller coaster at the Santa Monica Pier. Not until 1916, you doofus. A minor writing oversight, or time travel. You decide. But what's the greater point here? Why have we turned Titanic into a time travel sci-fi? In this reading, Jack Dawson is a time traveler who has come back in time for this moment. To save Rose from killing herself and taking the heart of the ocean to a premature resting place. Wait a minute. But if she had jumped off the boat and killed herself, if a first-class passenger had committed suicide, the Titanic probably wouldn't have crashed. Wait, no. Did Leonardo DiCaprio come back in time just to ensure that the Titanic crashed? That is some Doctor Who Quantum Leap bullshit. Suddenly, Jack Dawson doesn't really look like a hero, huh? Romantic, but not a hero. Throughout the whole crisis, the cool and collected Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't ask one question in the whole film. In fact, this artist seems like the safest bet on this ship. He knows where everything on the ship is, he knows exactly where to go. He's been sent here for a reason. And what other James Cameron movie had time travel? Yeah, Terminator. Fan theory, I'm doing it again, fan theory, Rose is Sarah Connor's grandmother. Yeah. The machines shall rise! This is shit. Thank you for watching.